Hi everyone, Guru for here on Dr. Button's channel, and today I'm going to do boring homework, and one of the most boring videos I've ever been on.
Yeah, but it'll be better now that you're live streaming because you always do everything better when you're live streaming, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
You see how many lessons I can do?
today we are working on
Spelling.
grade spelling. And most of this stuff has already been done once, but we're going to go ahead and try and do it again.
Because my school sucks, and yeah.
Yeah, and we have some problems going on with the school, and we need to make sure that we can prove our own integrity. So, I learned something new today. I'm really, really, really good with words. I like words because they help you describe a multitude of situations. You know, it's like words, man. But I learned a new one today. Tell me about this word.
It's called lionize, and it means to be treated like a celebrity, even if you're not a celebrity.
So lionize, like a lion, you know. Like, and I can totally relate to that.
I think that was
daughter of the Upton.
And then it literally says, oh, that's, wow, I went back far. To treat as a celebrity. That's literally what it says.
That's cool, man.
So yeah, my school's been really bizarre, and there's been a lot of anarchy going on.
Oh, a great use of spelling words. All right, so where are we at? Determining the meaning. Yeah. So just continue. So this is what we usually do. He will do the work. I'm here to help with discussions. We discuss the words usually before, and we'll do like sentences together.
I mean, who likes doing homework?
I like doing this work.
Yeah, this
This is the work of Toth. You know,
this is like my only favorite thing to do besides for science.
And history is good because you get to. I mean, you can only know where we're going by knowing where we've been.
The people don't even study. People don't even study the right stuff. I really wish they actually studied more Egypt. Literally.
Yeah, they don't put much time into it, and they don't give it the proper respect, you know. And we read, write, and speak ancient Egyptian. I've been doing it for over 25 years now. He's been doing it his whole life. He's now learning how to do the writing a little bit more than you know. Well, you're kind of just knowing how to like do all of it now.
Yep.
But they know this. They know it's part of our culture. And you would think that they would ask him, "Oh, hey, do you have anything to say about this? Would you like to share some things that you might know?" No, they wouldn't. They
literally shut me up when I.
No, they literally did. They were like, "No, I'm the teacher. You need to sit down."
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain. Okay, let's get back to work.
A year elapsed. What does elapse mean?
Pass, right?
To pass or slip by, using time. A year elapsed into a series of moments I never forgot. I can never forget. I mean, I don't know. A year elapsed with no word from my oldest cousin as to her whereabouts. A year elapsed before I was brave enough to swim in the ocean again. A year elapsed before I saw Julio again. It's not all correct.
A year elapsed into a series of moments I can never forget. And a word from my oldest cousin. Before I was brave enough to swim in the ocean. Before I saw, yeah, those all seem like you can be used. So you're supposed to get actual schoolwork from the school this afternoon. So we'll be showing that to everybody and going over that this week.
Which will be a different live stream because there's no way we're going to live stream this whole time.
All day.
All day live stream.
Well, we'd have to take a break for your live stream now.
Yeah. No, this is live stream. My live stream.
Oh, I could.
Yeah, you could. The imminent birth of the new prince, and by the way, imminent means in the near future. Birth of the new prince was all over the news. The imminent return of the Eagles had birds and watchers very excited. The imminent future of Rio de Janeiro is circle of mountain. The imminent arrival of spring is signaled by the first dull
daffodils.
I think that's all.
So everything but that.
My school's a failure.
Be careful. You're still enrolled there for now.
It did not grade me right.
No, they didn't. And that will be a whole nother live stream, or maybe even a video.
The interrogation, which is like to interrogate means to like
To question.
question.
You know,
The
like,
interrogation.
look at that shit biting on you, man.
I know. The interrogation of farmland has results in profuse crops the last 4 years.
No, that would be irrigation. And you have to read carefully. It says the interrogation. That's not right. A farmland has resulted in profuse crops in the last 4 years.
So it's wrong.
That's wrong. And also, you were not reading it right.
The interrogation of golf courses during the drought has been banned. Wrong.
No.
The interrogation revealed nothing the detectives did not know already. Already know.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, the interrogation to ask, to be forcefully asked. Grilled.
The interrogation of the witness is scheduled for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I love my life.
This is how we do it at the monastery. When it gets nicer outside, we'll be outside doing this. And that'll be much more exciting for everybody. But now we have the window open and everything, so the cats are all coming and going because this is, in fact, New Bastis.
New Bastis. It would be great course pillars. All right. Let's go. To lionize the quarterback makes us forget he is only human.
Okay, so to lionize the quarterback makes us forget that he is only human.
That's correct. They basically turned him into a
god.
To lionize a person as a liar is unfair and must backed up by evidence. Correct.
No.
But it's
to beef them up, right?
Yeah.
And so like a person
to treat someone as a god, to treat a liar as a god is unfair unless
that's not how it's said. Go on, move on.
To lionize a wild animal is abhorrent and should be banned. That is absolutely wrong.
Yeah, because a lot of our gods are, in fact, lions. Animals.
To lionize those who have been.
Okay, read it.
To lionize those who have had a significant positive impact on the world is natural. Yes.
Yes. Because anytime anybody does something big and noteworthy, everybody is like, they're all behind it. And yeah, except us, we don't pay attention.
Sweltering their way across ice would be very hard work. I don't get
it. No.
Because sweltering is hot. Sweltering in the hot sun on our hike increased our risk of dehydration. That I used another spelling word from a previous lesson. And that is correct. I remember when I was in kindergarten and I learned the new word butt, like this, but like not like the body part.
Uh-huh.
And it was so much easier than this. Sweltering temperatures have persisted all summer. Correct. And then there's that, then, oh my god, life was so much easier then. Sweltering people of their money is a crime. I don't get it, but it's wrong.
Alright, so that's that section.
6D now.
So we have to complete the sentences to demonstrate your knowledge of the words in bold. Alright.
If you are shackled by something, that means you are restricted by metal bars.
Okay. There's a mama trying to drag around a really fat baby down there. Oh no, it's not the really fat baby. It's her little baby. What you doing? What you doing? I see.
I could say metal bars that restrict their range of movement, but guess what? I don't have that much room. Doctors are often lionized because they heal you.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go with that.
An imminent disaster in Alaska might be a little crazy. Not that, but an imminent disaster in Alaska might be.
Tristan's crazy. Guru, sorry. I changed that.
I forgot what it's called.
Avalanche?
No.
Mudslide?
No.
Bears?
Melt of ice.
Flood?
I guess so.
Avalanche, probably.
Like melting.
The glacier.
Yeah, the glacier's like melting. Floods.
Glacier drop off.
But imminent, so avalanche.
Avalanche, yeah. Could happen at any given moment.
How do you spell it? A-V-A.
Avalanche.
Like that, right? It's an
Avalanche.
yeah.
Avalanche.
To
Guys, be
apprehend,
nice to that baby.
to apprehend what someone is saying, you need to.
No, wait, what? To
apprehend what someone is saying, you need to hear. To make sense of, right? You need to listen.
Yeah. Listen carefully.
I swear to God, some of these people make me want to throw up.
Right.
It's like cave drawing.
If a group of people assimilates, never assimilate.
What does that mean again?
That's what it asks. If a group of people assimilates, that means
Going back to -14, assimilates. To absorb into population. To absorb. Latione.
okay. You should have said the population. It's fine.
That's how it says.
I know, but it's supposed to be. You're supposed to complete the sentence. You're supposed to make it sound like a real sentence, not just write the definition. Means to be. It should. Okay. Yeah.
Because there's not just one. There's many.
It's true.
The most bizarre thing I can imagine is yelling.
Oh my gosh.
A five-eyed flying bird with the legs.
Okay, read it. Right now, the most bizarre thing you can imagine right now is that it's happy, it's honestly.
There I go. The most bizarre thing I can imagine is a five-eyed bird flying with cat legs and dog ears.
Beautiful. All right.
With the flesh of a pig.
Okay. Dissension occurs when.
No, it would be calamitous.
Oh, calamitous.
If a Queens and Healer escaped again.
Or Gannon Rose.
They won't get that.
Which he's going to on May 12th. So make sure you check out Wolf Boy Productions so you can see the live stream of his playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom.
Totic. One of the best games ever, even though it hasn't come out yet.
And now back to schoolwork.
Yes.
All right.
It would be calamitous if
the Queensland Healer got out?
Yeah. The
Queensland Healer. With an A. Healer. No. H-E-A.
Oh my god, like a heel?
Oh, no. H-E-E.
That's what I said.
Okay.
A-R?
E-E-R. It just didn't look right.
Queensland Healer got out. That's all I'm going to say. Dissension occurs when... What's dissension mean again?
I think it's like insubordination.
A difference of opinion, disagreement.
Insubordination.
Dissension occurs when
Somebody,
friends are arguing.
Yeah, when friends are arguing. They disagree with each other, which is like all the freaking time. Spring is coming, you guys, and it's so nice. It's a little chilly these past couple of days. It's a little chilly this morning, but we have the window open.
It's still nice.
It's nice. It's getting green out there. It's going to be very exciting live streams to come, even for our...
Maybe even one day, if my friends will allow it, a live stream at my own friend's house.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I do have a really good real life friend up
Yep.
the road.
Shout out to Warren.
Warren Rankin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's toss my pencil. It's important to be meticulous when you're looking at your bloody lips.
When you're cleaning a wound or cleaning your fingernails.
Your body.
Yeah, that's fine. Every nook and cranny, man.
She has to make things so awkward.
You
Oh, there's a
start-
like.
You started it. Maybe it's Dad.
The place where someone is arraigned is just a.
Court.
Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Courthouse.
house of the law. There you go.
All right. Six.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, is it done?
Did I do that? Oh,
6D is done. All right, so
I don't
let's
wanna
go through that. You're gonna have to.
well,
I'm just going back to make sure you did everything else in this. It's like you always do them. I just want to make sure that they are done. You do well with them. You do get them right. Which is why he got a really bad grade in this, and it's like that's not what I'm seeing here. It's like some of the things I can see that there was needing to be improvement. Like you might be like at a C level,
Yeah.
but
What the heck?
this is all right. So we're reading about the Bounty Part 2. The Bounty was my grandfather's favorite stories. I like the mutiny. This should be about the mutiny. I don't know. She talks about dissension and everything.
This should be the end. This should be the end. This is the last of lesson 6.
Want me to read it first?
No. Oh, I can read this all.
You want me to read some? You can
You
read
can
it
read
out loud.
it. You can read it
It
all.
has to be read out loud.
You can read it all.
Not all of it.
I suck at speech.
Well, that's why we're here, because this is also helping your YouTubing, and it's better on my channel where there's like no people.
What is it like? So?
It's okay. I can't. Oh, look! I can't be on camera without my glasses. I look even dumber. All right. So, the Bounty, Part 2. After Captain Bligh and the 18 members of his crew who remained loyal to him were set adrift on an open boat, they understood clearly that the chance of their surviving to report the calamity was slim. Do you remember what happened with the Bounty?
They got stolen.
It was like there was a captain, and they remember he took his crew out there. I think they were part of the East India Trading
Then
Company.
they go onto like an island to get supplies.
And then they fell in love with the locals, and they all wanted to stay, and they got lazy. And the captain's like, "We got a job to do," so he made them leave. And the crew was really resentful, so they
the crew took it.
They took it, and they tried to take it back to the
I
island.
took it.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the mutiny, and now they were set adrift in an open boat in the middle of the ocean to die, basically.
Calamity.
Yeah, so this was what they did to the captain. They threw the captain in the water with some more of the crew members, and this was the mutiny. Okay, so they thought that the chance of the surviving to report this calamity was slim. Nevertheless, Bligh wasted no time in raising the sail and ordering the men to start rowing. He also began a journal in which he meticulously recorded everything that happened. Write everything down. That's one of our things, man.
Uh-huh.
The greatest hazard they faced was the weather. In stormy seas, the overcrowded 23-foot boat was tossed so mercilessly that drowning seemed imminent. One storm, which lasted 2 weeks, kept the men thoroughly soaked the entire time. Can you imagine the skin problems and stuff? Other days, the sweltering heat of the tropical sun left them too exhausted to row. They stayed alive by collecting rainwater and by stopping at tiny uninhabited islands to gather fruit and oysters. In this way, they added to the meager supply of food and water they had been given when they were set adrift. At last, weak and barely alive, they reached Timor, north of Australia, where they were received by the Dutch governor of the island. The ordeal had lasted 41 days. Another 10 weeks elapsed before Captain Bligh was well enough to leave for England. When he arrived there in March 1790, he was lionized by the public for his amazing feat of crossing almost 4,000 miles of uncharted ocean in an open boat. You listening?
Uh-huh, I am.
4,000 miles. That's like the length. It's longer than the length of the entire United States. From California
Was
to...
it adrift at?
They were in the freaking water. And what is it with this 40 days, 41 days? It's like that seems to be like a great trial period for everybody. 40 days,
39 nights.
Nevertheless, losing one ship as the result of a mutiny was a serious matter that required investigation. Bligh defended his actions well before the court of inquiry, which was conducted by the Navy. They ruled that he was not responsible for the loss of a ship. Okay, so you can read
Oh, okay.
from here.
Yeah.
Speak clearly.
The British government took a quite different view of the mutineers. However, having learned that some of the former crew members of the Bounty were on Tahiti, the Navy sent an armed ship, the Pandora, to bring them to justice. When the ship arrived in March 1791, the officers found that many of the mutineers had married Tahitian women and were beginning to assimilate into the life of the island. All the men were quickly apprehended and taken aboard the Pandora, where they are interrogated by the captain. They told him that Fletcher Christian, with 8 crew members, had sailed away to an unknown destination after a brief stay at Tahiti. With the captured mutineers on board, the Pandora set sail for England. On the return voyage, however, 4 of the prisoners drowned from the ship, refusing to release them until the last moment before the ship went down.
Oh.
Of those remaining, 6 were arraigned when they eventually reached England. At the trial that followed, 3 were found guilty and hanged for conspiring to take over the Bounty by force. The others were set free. And yet, the story does not end there. In 1808, an American seal hunting ship called the Topaz dropped anchor off what was believed to be an uninhabited island 1,300 miles southeast of Tahiti. A party sent ashore to explore discovered a man there named Alexander Smith. He had been on one of the mutineers on the Bounty and had a bizarre tale to tell the American sailors. 20 years before he had Fletcher Christian had sailed to the speck of land known today as Pitcairn Island, accomplished by 8 of his fellow mutineers and English Tahitians. After the Bounty had burned and sunk, the men and women began their new life on the island. But the dissension soon developed when the sailors tried to force the Tahitians to become they had established collapsed into anarchy. Within 10 years of the Bounty's arrival at the island, Alexander Smith was
I think he missed the spot here because it says dissension soon developed when the sailors tried to force the Tahitians to become their servants. Quarrels led to violence and eventually to murder.
Oh. The society they had established collapsed into anarchy. Within 10 years of the Bounty's arrival at the island, Alexander Smith was the only one of the men left alive. Today, his descendants still live on Pitcairn Island.
Pitcairn, okay.
Pitcairn Island.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
That's cool.
It's kind of neat that they assimilated into the culture and stuff, but it was not cool that they like had a job to do and a duty and they didn't do it. So it's like they should have finished out their job and then come back to that island if that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
But no. All right. So answer each of the following questions with a sentence. If a question does not contain vocabulary word from the lessons word list, use one in your answer. Use each word only once. Okay. So you do half of them, and then we'll do on the other half verbally, okay? I'll ask you the questions, and then you answer them, but I'll write them.
What's my pencil?
Because we write a lot here.
I don't know where my pencil is.
You should have had one already.
I do have one somewhere out there. Don't ask where it came
from. Is it
sharp? It's sharp, see?
Oh, God, really?
It's sharp.
That's live, man. That's elder abuse.
It's like it turns to 1 to 1.k likes.
You can do it again and again and again.
They help in your channel.
This will help me know how long we've been working too. Okay, let's go.
Why wasn't Captain Bligh ever arraigned? I don't know. Okay.
Because it wasn't there. I remember arraigned is to be, like put into jail or sentenced or whatever.
Because he was put into sea, right?
Because he was innocent.
That's too easy. He is.
The court had decided, that he had no part in losing the bounty, that it was done by force, and
He was yeeted off it, and
he was yeeted. He was yeeted.
in what ways did the tropical sun create problems for the men in the open boat? Well, I need to use
Think
a
about it,
spelling
think about
word
it.
here, though.
What kind of hot tropical? What is that? It is
It's sweltering.
sweltering. See, and your words are right there anyway.
That's not all of them, though. Why would the Navy have wanted to interrogate Bligh once he had returned to England? Because he took the ship, right?
Yeah, to see if he was like guilty in losing the ship.
To see if Bligh was guilty. Well, that's it.
That's fine. Because it was a serious thing, you know.
How do we know what happened to Bligh and his crew after they were set adrift?
Okay, there's no spelling word there. So there's a meticulous journal. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah. His.
Yeah, but baby kitty. What are you doing, Zelda?
See, look at. These are the spelling words we need to use on this page here.
Okay. Okay.
This is what that means. How does the passage make clear that Bligh and his crewmen is. Well, how do I say crew? And his men did not believe that.
Their rescue is imminent. How does the passage make clear that Bligh and his men did not believe their rescue is imminent?
Because it didn't he had to stay in the boat for 40 nights and 40 days. 40 days.
Okay, right here, sit right here. So, they understood clearly that the chance of their surviving to report the calamity was slim. It just says that they just knew.
They knew.
They were in the middle of the boat and said that they knew their chance of surviving.
You should say they were in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
They were in the middle of the ocean.
40 freaking days. What are you doing? Did you listen baby under the bed?
Must be.
Okay, 2 more, and then I'll do the next 7.
How do you think there was no anarchy on the overcrowded open boat? Hold on, I can say it better. Why do you think there was no anarchy on the overcrowded open boat?
Overcrowded open boat.
That's what I said.
Because they were all suffering together. It was like there was 18 loyal men and 1 captain, and I think that since they were all suffering together, it was like, no, we have a singular goal. We're going to get back to England, and we're going to bring these efforts to justice, you know?
Uh-huh. The same way. The same time. And place. There you go. Why might you think the sailors from the Topaz...
No, read it better.
Why might the sailors from the Topaz have doubted Alexander Smith's story? Because it was surreal.
Yeah, Alexander Smith was the guy that they found living alone completely on the island.
Because it's bizarre?
Because it was bizarre. It was a really bizarre set of circumstances.
There you go. No, bizarre stuff. Before we do this, can I have some water, please?
Yes. Gotta stay hydrated. Keep your brain fluids, greasy. Greasy brain.
Yuck.
I know green it isn't under a new little pond.
Yes. See, I see the water, see?
I do too. Good. Hopefully we'll have new trees, avocado and stuff.
Oh, God.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to discuss this. Why do you think Christian left Tahiti in the Bounty? So this is again the guy. No, Christian. I don't know what Christian. Did I miss that part of the story? "20 years before," he said, "Fletcher Christian had sailed to the speck of land known today as Pitcairn Island, accompanied by 8 of his fellow mutineers and 18 Tahitians." Oh, I think because they wanted to start a new life.
Because
So
the apprehend. No. Cause wait, wasn't it meant to like think of again to plan together secretly?
conspire.
Because they conspire to live a new life, to start a new life.
Okay, we'll leave it there, and then we'll come back around to it. Okay, why was Captain Bligh lionized by the English public?
Because he was captain of the Bounty.
And he made it back against all odds, right?
He made it back after 40 days and 40 nights on the ship. Dun dun dun. Hey, kitten.
Pay attention. You're still doing this. Okay. Describe the relations among the residents of Pitcairn Island.
Describe the
I keep
relations.
thinking it's going to be a simile, but I see a simile here. So I know that they did assimilate. They wanted to be part of them.
A rain.
No, that's the court thing.
Okay. Looking.
Okay, that's right. There was dissension. Remember Pitcairn Island?
Yeah.
Not the good one, but the bad one where there was only one guy left. So there was obviously dissension among them, right?
Yes, dissension
So how do we say that? Describe the relations. There was dissension
among the people.
Spell it for me.
DISSENSION.
Okay. That led to murder. Murder. Okay. What calamity befell the Pandora?
It got burnt. Didn't it burn and like sink?
That
was
was
the Bounty.
that was the Bounty. So let's go back here and find.
Wasn't that like the murder in the Pitcairn Island?
Oh, remember? Okay, so with the captured mutineers on board the Pandora set sail for England. On the return voyage, however, 4 of the prisoners drowned when the ship sank in a storm.
Okay.
So
It sank in a
in
storm.
a storm.
F. People drown.
I'm so afraid of the water. Okay. How do you know the mutineers were trying to become assimilated into Tahitian society? Okay. The officers found that many of the mutineers had married Tahitian women and were beginning to assimilate into the life of the island.
Because they were marrying the woman.
So they were marrying women and living island life.
Yes.
All right. What restrictions did the prisoners of the Pandora experience? Well, there were some that drowned. They've been kept shackled below decks. I guess that's it.
Shackled.
Shackled below decks, right?
Yeah. Not the ones that drowned in?
Yes. How do you spell it?
Shack.
Like that?
Yeah.
Looks like shackled.
Circled. Shackled.
Okay. Following his return to Tahiti, how much time passed before Christian again sailed away? Following his return to Tahiti.
It was like 20 years. Zelda.
So 20 years before.
I swear it was like 20 years before.
It says 20 years up here, yeah. And that's Christian's story, so. What was the nature of the conspiracy for which 3 of the sailors were hanged? Conspiring.
The bounty to take over the bounty by force. Just like cool to you do.
Okay.
That was my favorite. That was my toenail. And Bill.
Okay, so here's the fun and fascinating facts. The Latin verb prehendere means to grasp or seize and forms of the root of the verb apprehend. Other words formed to this root include comprehend, to understand, to grasp what's being explained. So prehendere, prehend. You seem to be able to comprehend the seriousness of what you have done. A prehensile, able to grip. A monkey's prehensile tail acts as a 5th limb. Comprehensive, concerned or afraid. An apprehensive person is gripped by a feeling of nervousness. Gripped, prehendere, to grip, to seize. All right, so that's where we are. All right, so now we have the vocabulary extension, but we're going to take a little bit of a break, I think, because we've already been at this for almost 40 minutes.
And not to mention the time before that.
Yes, I know. He was doing work before that. So when we come back, we will do this vocabulary extension about the word apprehend, to understand, to seize, to grasp. It says, describe something you've had trouble apprehending at school. Have you had success figuring it out? I know exactly what we're going to talk about when we come back. We're going to talk about that. All right. Thank you all for joining us for this spelling lesson. Actually, I'm going to just leave it on and put it on one of the cameras, because I don't want to just turn it off and leave the lesson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So was to watch.
No, you don't need to watch anything. You need to stay in the school mode.
This is not a fair break.
I'm so sorry. What else do we need to do today?
Everything. You're still on me?
Still on you. Being whiny and wiggly.
That's what I'm telling.
I have it looking at the pond, I guess. It's mountains. There. Enjoy. see, then after that, then this whole thing will be done. And I'll have like an hour-long thing like you do. You can then go do whatever you want.
Can you just do it, Rosie?
You're taking a break. You gotta rest your face. Rest your brain. Yeah, keep whining and see what people think.
I just want to do it now.
Just you need to.
I'll have my life stream just in.
What do you mean by soon?
In like an hour.
Okay, well, we literally take like a 10-minute break. And then we'll finish, okay?
Okay.
You know, this also helps me establish that it's not our dogs that are barking all the freaking time, too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, really? What day? I was doing the live stream that day.
Alright.
Allow me to bring it up. It was perfectly quiet. It's like, unlike the dogs up the road that bark and bark and bark 24 freaking
And it's
7.
influence hours.
I know, oh my gosh. Lately something's been around, so I can't blame them on that.
Here's your con.
Something's lurking around at night. I don't know if it's a person or an animal.
Both. It's a panimal.
It's aware.
It's a panimal.
Mash it up.
There's a baby daisy laying on my face. Ow. Ow. Look. Hello. It's so adorable. I move that way, I move that way, I move that way. There you go. This is gonna go behind the scenes. Oh, I get to have a cookie and stuff now.
There you go.
Yes.
Reward.
It's like someone's meditating to this. I hear rapper, cat.
I just hope I don't have a problem with YouTube saying that there's like, an underage person because I'm like, I'm sitting with you the whole freaking time.
Uh-huh. If you guys, like midgets and stuff,
Uh-huh.
who is an actual adult,
Yeah, that's like annoying. Oh, we have that pygmy gene already. I mean, it's hard enough.
I small.
Yeah, we all are. Even Dad, for like a normal human, is small. And you see how much smaller he is compared to Grandpa Rick.
No?
Like, what the heck? And then my entire family, I don't think like any of the females have been over 5'3". I'm only 5'2.5".
I'm 1'3".
1'3"?
Yeah.
And then when you're consistently growing, you're up past my chin. So
Uh-huh. That makes you 1'11". I get that my cookie, my cactus juice.
Zelda was hanging off the counter up here when I was making the food. She was just like hanging off of it, just like perched there like a teapot handle.
You want to share my the? It's called Squirt.
It's okay, you can have it.
Yay!
I am not a big fan of sodas. I haven't drank sodas.
Here's a tip for other children. Make sure you love sodas that your parents don't, and so that way.
You don't get that much soda. Weird ones.
Yeah, this kind of tastes like 8-7 or 7-8.
7-Up, you mean?
No. Like the 8-8,
I don't know what that is.
the tomato.
Huh?
The tomato juice.
Oh, V8. Okay.
Oh wait, no, mine tastes like orange juice.
E8.
8-8. 8-8, yeah.
It's like hopefully it'll start getting warmer and we can be outside to do this. It's gonna be so pretty this year. And our internet extends all the way out past the pond, so we can get to the trampoline, we can get to the pond, we can like live stream your birthday party this year.
Nice.
We open in just a couple of weeks. It's crazy. This year is just flying by. And last year flew by too. It's like I remember writing down on that piece of paper you had like 600 and something days to go before initiation.
I remember writing a couple days ago. I had 600 subscribers.
What?
Right. Just a couple days ago, I remember looking up and seeing 10K subscribers.
So cute. Are you cold? You're so small. Where's Tuxedo?
No. He's right here, right? Isn't that him?
Oh, yep.
Can you climb?
No.
Not as good as other one, Grunt. Don't take my advice. If you like sodas that your parents don't, they won't buy it for you.
We just don't buy sodas. I mean, we're about health consciousness here. Not to the extreme, but
We're just aware of it.
yeah. I mean, we'll still eat pizza. We'll still drink sodas from time to time. I don't really drink sodas like ever anymore.
It's true. Because everything that DOA says is true.
If I don't say it, that's when you have to worry and wonder.
Yeah. I have VR goggles. Excuse me. If anyone heard that, they would not expect that coming from such a small child like me. Profit. Can you believe this? School is back in session.
What?
School is back in session.
I know.
And does any kid like it when their kid is back in session? And school is back in session? No, they do not. What kid likes school?
Well,
No.
a lot of kids like to get away from their parents.
Well, guess what? I would rather deal with you guys for the rest of my life than school a day.
That's pretty bad.
I just want to play with my friends.
I mean, it's like, I mean, you were supposed to go for tests. I mean, how many tests did you actually take last year?
Last quarter?
Yeah.
Like none.
See? I mean, they wanted you to come in, and it's like I took you in as often as I could. They didn't teach you anything about your math.
Honestly, I wish all the reeds in our pond would die already, just like go away, so we could start fresh.
I know, but that one year that the horses ate them out was good. But now that we're learning how to get a handle on it, it's going to be easier and easier each year.
Yeah.
And now I know what to use the reeds for. For cooking and for arts and crafts and all kinds of stuff. So we should have less and less now.
Cooking?
Uh-huh. I cooked them up for the dogs last year.
Did we have some too?
We did, yeah. Those little tender shoots.
Oh.
They tasted like kind of like lemon and butter.
That was weird. That's a weird combination. It's kind of gross, but yeah. Kind of a gross combination.
No, you should try it on artichokes sometime. Super good.
I don't like broccoli.
Well, we're not trying Berkeley. I'm growing avocado now. I'm hoping to have them grow for those. But it might be too cold in our area.
Oof.
I'd like to grow corn too.
But of course not.
No. I grew tiny blue corn once.
Yay.
You're right here.
I miss my friends and
I know. I'll get a hold of Tara so that you can see about hanging out with Warren on Saturday or Fridays or something.
that's good. I normally have like one really good friend in your life.
It's no fault of yours and it's no fault of ours. I mean, I have no problem with these people. I would facilitate those relationships if they're afraid. It's like, I don't know. I've never been untruthful and I've been really, really clear about where I stand with things, but apparently that's just not acceptable to people.
I think it's
It's like we give our services away for free, but you know, we must be out to get something.
the arc.
The art. The
The arc. We are the arc.
Alright, we'll get this finished so that I can make sure that you're charged up for your live stream.
Do you know May 29th is Memorial Day?
I do.
And for some reason May 25th is like President's Day, right?
No.
Wasn't there like something on my birthday, May 25th?
Yeah, usually Memorial Day it can fluctuate, I think. I don't know. Either way, we have to deal with that weekend every time our birth comes around.
I wonder if my birthday's on a Sunday now.
This year,
Yeah.
it's on Thursday.
Oh,
That's why I'm going to have your birthday party after school this year because it didn't work out because last year trying to wait.
yeah. And then next year it's gonna be on Friday, right?
Yes.
And then Saturday and then Sunday.
And this year I'm going to try and have more events like our outside movie time and gaming and stuff like that so your friends can come over again.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do it last
More like
year.
my friend.
We'll try to make more. You got Eli now too.
Me and Warren have been friends ever since the beginning.
It's because his family is not a judgy cow.
Uh-huh.
They teach their child right.
I think a kitten might afford it.
Oh my god. This is our life.
There's a baby kitten.
I saw it.
A little waddler. Oh, bro. Eagle got.
Okay. Ah! Did you finish your snack?
What?
Did you finish your snack?
Yeah, my soda's not done yet. My squirt.
Okay. Go ahead and get yourself situated, get your lesson set up.
I'm already done.
Come on, dude. Now she can see all the cats here. That's just fine.
Ding, 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 ding.
Look at these happy kitties. Look at all the happy kitties. This is how I know you're supposed to redo Bubastis, because it's like
Happy
just,
kitty, happy
they
kitty.
flock to you, man.
It's like this one. Happy kitty, happy kitty, happy kitty.
Do we need this lighting, or?
Probably.
Yeah, because you can't see real good.
I'm gonna look white as F now.
Well, that's what I was asking, if you need the lighting.
Probably. We see her necklace white in the light. In the light. You have to actually turn it on. That's good.
Better? A little
Yeah.
bit better. Okay, let's do this last
Oh, it's shaking.
tidbit.
All right.
I think it's just the smallest thing.
The smallest. All right. Be ready to share. Okay. Describe something you have been in trouble apprehending at school. Math. Kind of say math.
It says write 2 to 4 sentences, so just kind of like write out the experiences you've had with math in school and how you have not been able to grasp that.
I haven't been able to grasp it. I haven't been able to grasp it.
Sharpener. So I have 2 kittens here. They're not exactly orphans and they're not exactly rejects, but they were definitely way smaller and weaker than 2 of the other kittens that Mama had had. So for about a week, I had to give them milk every hour to 2 hours. And they're about 3 days behind their siblings. Their siblings started eating solid food. And then about 3 days later, these guys just started trying to eat some solid food. But they're like half the size, or maybe even a third of the size of their siblings. They don't even look like they're from the same litter.
Yeah.
But they've got energy now. Everybody got sick, and I suspect that there was a pesticide or something that had been used nearby. Everybody had respiratory problems, lots of runny noses, weight loss, and then they put it right back on. So just a little bit of natural therapy and giving them the right conditions, and they brought themselves back.
What does a pi symbol look like?
I don't know. I hate doing it. It wants to come out like a music note, but that's not right either.
I think I know what it looks like. Kind of like that, right?
I think so.
There you go. I said something that I've been having trouble with is math. I can't figure out, and no one besides my family has helped me.
And we're really limited. I mean, honestly, that's kind of sucky for you.
And I drew a derpy me.
Words I get, math I don't, and unfortunately, I mean, I can do percentages and I can do very basic things because I have to work with wolf dogs, and we live and we run a monastery and we have to do books and all that. But like beyond the math that they're trying to teach them, is just beyond me.
Out of this earth.
All right, so we're just going to review lesson 7's. Not review, we're going to preview lesson 7's word list. And then that's going to be it for this live stream because that's the end of this lesson.
Uh-huh.
So, actually, no, we'll just go over these words again so it doesn't confuse people. So, the words of this lesson are
anarchy, total absence of government, apprehend, to seize, to arrest, arraign, to bring up before court, a court to face charges, assimilate, to absorb into a population, bizarre, strangely out of order,
peculiar.
Calamity, an event that causes great suffering and harm, a disaster. Conspire, to plan together secretly to do something wrong or illegal.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be wrong or illegal.
To join or act. Dissension, a difference of opinion, disagreement. Dramatic, elapse, to pass or slip by. Imminent, about to happen, likely to occur in a very near future. Integrity, interrogate, to ask questions of, especially in a thorough or formal manner. Lionize, to treat as a celebrity.
New one for me.
Meticulous, extremely careful, attentive to small details. Shackle, a ring or band put around the arm or leg to prevent free movement.
Okay.
And finally, swelter, to suffer from or to be overcome by great heat.
Alrighty.
I have no muscle.
There you go. So that was it for today's spelling. Tonight we should be getting a formal packet from the school, so we'll share that with you tomorrow.
Anvil.
Otherwise, we'll keep moving through this book, I guess.
How I feel. Anvil.
So don't forget to tune in to WBB Gaming live streams for today's lunchtime live stream with Guru Wolfboy 1. He's going to be doing a run through of Skyward Sword and probably a little bit of Minecraft later on. So
Definitely Minecraft. Yesterday I did a sword challenge and I hated it.
That was bad.
Can't get past the white Lionels.
So here's my tiny kitten. It's getting better. He's getting better.
He's adorable though.
He's so small.
Small kitten.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Peace. Not yet.